another video. So recently, a few days ago, in fact, there were two new Dinowrestler cards really, pretty much announced out of the new set that's coming out after Dark Neo Storm, Rising Rampage. So yeah, pretty much in this video we're gonna just talk about them. I haven't really looked at them that much, so this is kind of like a semi-raw reaction. It's not really a raw reaction. I did like gaze a little bit at them to like look and see, you know, what their effects are. Other than that, though, I haven't really gone in depth with it in my head, so this is just gonna be pretty fun. We'll get to see some new Dinowrestlers. So don't know if this is the last of the support, but you never know. It's anime. It's an anime deck, so there's probably gonna be more support later down the line. So anyway, just get right started. So they got two new cards. First one, Dinowrestler Marshall and Ankylo, and Dinowrestler Rambrachio. So one's a level 2 and the other one's a level 5. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, let's just get right into this video and talk about what these guys do, because it's really exciting. So the first one obviously is going to be Dinowrestler Marshall and Ankylo, who looks really nice. I think I talked about this guy before in my first Dinowrestler video, where this guy was in the manga, or something like that, or in the anime, and they just haven't released it. So I guess cool, we're finally getting it. So anyway, let's just get right into it, shall we, and see what he does. So he's a level 2 dinosaur effect monster, and he's Earth. You can only use the second effect with this card's name only once per turn. First effect, if another Dinowrestler monster you control battles an opponent's monster, during damage calculation, you can send this card. This card that is in your hand or face up on your field to the graveyard. Your battling monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. Also, have the attack of your opponent's battling monster until the end of the damage step. Once per turn, during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there from the field this turn, you can special this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So a pretty interesting battle manipulator card. There's some cool applications you can do with this. I mean, if like you're trying to get over, if you're, say you have this in defense position or something, or in your hand, and your opponent tries to swing over one of your Dinowrestlers that you don't want to get swung over, drop this, have their attack, and yeah, it's really nice. And it's during the day, like it's until the end of the damage step where that opponent's monster is halved, so it's like they're probably gonna blow themselves up. I believe that's how it works. They're gonna probably blow themselves up just from that, so it kind of gets rid of that whole threat anyway. So that's really kind of cool. It's a very interesting card. I think it's very versatile. And then the second effect, if it's sent for the field of the graveyard, that turn you can special it, but banish it leaves the field. I like that because it's kind of an extender. So if you have this on the field and you're let's say you're going off link wise, you can then, or like, well, it is during the end phase, my bad, but still you can bring it back, which is nice. But the cool thing is, the fact it comes back during the end phase, you can now, like, hey, if your opponent's like on your opponent's turn, you can use the first effect. So if they try to get over one of your monsters, so they have to keep that in mind. So it's a really cool card. I like it. I don't know if ratio wise what you play, maybe like a 1 of at best, because it is a attack manipulator and that's pretty much all it is. I personally like it. I think it's pretty cool. So, and it's a level 2, so you can, given the fact that they're getting the tuner, it can, you know, help get into some synchros and everything, which is nice. Yeah, I like the card. I think it's really nice. I think it's very versatile, and I think maybe like a 1 or maybe a 1 of, a really good 1 of for the deck when it comes out. So it's just really nice. So yeah, I like it. It's really good, or pretty good. So now let's get on to the next card. So the next one obviously is Dinowrestler Rambrachio, and looking really funny. It's kind of funny because we have another card who was a Memenchi who looks just like this, only a different position and different color. Oh my god, it's the Trachodon of Dinowrestlers. Oh my god, it's Trachodon's copying Urabi. Now this one's copying Memenchi. Holy crap! In all seriousness, let's just get onto the effect. So it's a level 5 Earth Dinosaur effect monster, 1600 attack, 0 defense. You can only use the first effect with this card's name once per turn. First effect, when a Dinowrestler monster you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can special this card from your hand in defense position. Second effect, other Dinowrestler monsters you control cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. So some cool things to go off of here. I like the first effect because this deck is very aggressive anyway, so you're gonna be probably doing a lot of battle damage regardless, so this is pretty easy to get out. And the second effect is nice because your opponent cannot target your Dinowrestlers with card effects now. And this thing's on the board. That's really cool. My only problem with this is the fact that it has to be summoned in defense. It's summoned in defense position with the first effect, because it's zero defense. Because it's not really a lock then. Because like if this was special summon in an attack position, that would be cool, and it had like 600 more attack. This would be great, because then you have a 2200 beat stick that allows your Dinowrestlers not to be targeted. That's amazing. But no, it's 1600 attack, and you're summoning in defense position, so it's kind of easy for your opponent to be like, okay, just swing over Rambrachio, and now I can target your shit again. So it's, yeah, it's cool stuff. I like what it's like trying to do, but I just feel like it could have done better. It could have been a little bit better. Like a little few words could have been a little bit better. Like just if you summon it in attack position, cool, and if it was 600 more attack, I would like this card a little bit better. But I like what it was trying to do. I like what it's trying to do. But as it stands, it doesn't even feel like it does anything, honestly, because of the fact it's zero defense. So, because if you summon in defense, okay, swing over it. I can tackle your shit again. So, like, it's, I don't know. It's, maybe I'm being too harsh on it, but it does cool stuff, cool like thought process about it, like cool like, how do I say it, cool thoughts, or cool like effects. Just execution wise, I don't think it's gonna be that good. So little mixed feelings on it. You might see someone try to bring it, like you might see some people try to use it, but to me, I'll see what I'll probably use it as a one of again, but you'll see. So, but yeah, overall, I mean, that's the only two Dinowrestlers we've got so far out of Rising Rampage. Obviously I'm gonna be looking at and see if they get more, but so far, I mean, two I've seen, and Kylo's really nice. I think it's very versatile. I think it's a kind of a one of staple, maybe, I don't know. I just like the attack manipulation with it, and the fact that it can, like, if you send it, like, you say you like use it as link fodder that turn, it comes back during the end phase, and hey, it then is a kind of thing that your opponent has to look out for, because hey, if they try to swing at one of your Dinowrestlers, okay, have their attack during damage step, and yeah, it's pretty funny, and then they kind of just, you know, get punished for it. And so I like it, like, in that aspect. And then Rambrachio, he's okay. I like what he's trying to do, making your Dinowrestlers untargetable, which is nice. And the problem is zero defense. His special summon condition, like the way you get him out. Yes, it's easy, but it's supposed to summon him in defense position, and he has zero defense. And yeah, because then the next turn your opponent can just swing over it, and then, oh no, my Dinowrestlers are now targeted again. It has to be targeted again. So, I mean, I guess in that aspect, yes, they are wasting a battle phase to get rid of this, but still, I wish it was in the attack position for the special summoning condition, and they had 600 more attack. That would have been leagues better, to be honest. Like, because then 2200 beat stick, that makes your stuff untargetable. That's just my 2 cents on that. So, but overall, pretty decent new support. I like one I like, the other one mixed feelings. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, though, overall. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If there is more Dinowrestler stuff in Rising Rampage, I will be covering it, so stay tuned for that, if any of that happens. So, yeah, what do you guys think of these two new cards? What do you guys think about them? Do you think I'm a little bit too harsh on Rambrachio and everything like that, or do you think I'm overpraising Ankylos? Leave it all down in the comment section below. I can't wait to see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, comment, definitely subscribe. I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a nice day.